Mercedes-Benz's decisions the last 3 years has generated quite the headlines, after announcing both the C43 and C63 would drop the V6 and V8 for a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. This alone has raised many questions, and has many enthusiasts concerned about the future of where this brand is going, as electric technology is taking center stage. While sports sedans are being replaced by crossovers, it's still a competitive market, with the Audi S4, BMW MT40i, and even the Genesis G70. But now with the manufacturer from Stuttgart shaking up its successful formula for the C-Class, is the new C43 a sports sedan worth considering? Well, here's what you need to know about the 2023 Mercedes-Benz C43 before buying one. Mercedes-Benz has taken technology very seriously in the 2020s, where their interiors are becoming so advanced, especially with the EQS sedan and SUV, you think you're commuting to work in a spaceship. With BMW also making changes to the M340i that has left some buyers disappointed, the Audi S4 is likely the best candidate that offers an ergonomically satisfying dashboard layout that even to this day might be the best setup we currently have in this market. From an interior technology perspective, this generation C-Class adopts a fighter jet-like cockpit, while also making some improvements to the screens you'll be interacting with, including the full digital gauge cluster that is fully customizable, along with the head-up display. By using the haptic feedback buttons mounted on the steering wheel, you can scroll through multiple layouts that showcase information that's relevant to you. And as we've alluded to many times when featuring newer Mercedes-Benz products, is that the resolution and quality is on par with Audi's virtual cockpit. Then moving over to the infotainment system, you'll have a 12-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. To go along with onboard navigation, and available is augmented reality. As we saw with the C300 and GLC, most of the buttons have been removed to centralize all functions to the head unit, including the dual-zone climate control, which receives its own dedicated menu. Unlike with the prior generation, Mercedes cleaned up the menu layout to make this touchscreen more user-friendly. And while it will take some time to get used to, it eventually becomes second nature. Sports sedans like the BMW MT40i and Audi S4 are often seen as being sportier versions of the BMW 3 Series or Audi A4, and that despite the larger powertrains and sports-tuned suspensions, a buyer willing to make the upgrade won't be shocked by the difference in driving dynamics. For the 2023 Mercedes-Benz C43, we'd be a bit more hesitant to urge the C300 owner to making the switch, as this generation brings an aggression that may catch people off guard. Under the hood, the C43 is powered by a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, producing 402 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with a 9-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Forgetting the delta between the performance statistics for a minute when compared to the C300, the first thing to point out here is how vastly different this transmission is, as the violent gear shifts associated with a dual-clutch contrast greatly to the ZF 8-speed found in the Audi S4 and BMW MT40i. But also, with a small electric motor on the turbocharger shaft and rear axle steering, not only does the C43 possess F1-inspired technology to improve overall performance, which leads to exhilarating straight-line speed, the handling is so sharp and direct that the sedan just eats up the corners effortlessly. Comparing all this to the pedestrian and reserved C300, the C43 isn't as luxurious as its predecessor, and whether Mercedes-Benz is compensating for the downsizing of their powertrains for the 2023 model year to appease enthusiasts, they've ended up engineering a hardcore sports sedan that takes attributes from what the C63 will be offering and putting the luxurious characteristics on the back burner. It's for that reason we've had difficulty trying to compare the C43 to its closest rivals, which still utilize 6-cylinder engines, as Mercedes-Benz seems to be making a statement by trying to evolve this segment into the generation of electrification. However, because this sports sedan is so technologically and mechanically advanced, there's the chance buyers will hold out, especially now with the rumors that Mercedes-Benz is returning to larger powertrains after the lukewarm reception of the brand dropping the V8. Now, all this doesn't mean that the 2023 C43 is a bad car. In fact, it's very enjoyable and engaging to drive, but is tuned specifically for enthusiasts rather than appealing to a shopper looking for a more powerful C300. Everything about the new C43 screams and shouts that it's a different beast compared to the tame and unassuming C300. However, most of the key differences are all mechanical and technological. Taking much of its styling cues from the C300, there's both a sense of the sedan being low profile at first glance, while at the same time having the appearance of a smaller AMG GT 4-door coupe. While you could possibly list off the minor cosmetic differences compared to the C300, for us, it's the vertical bars on the grille and that small AMG badge that lets us know this car means business. The starling blue metallic paint on this model offsets Mercedes' inconspicuous design elements and draws quite a bit of attention, as we experienced during our time with the C43. Of course, with the LED headlights, this car makes quite the statement as it passes you by. And a common theme for 2023 is that it takes on the sportier C300 personality, but shows its true colors once you hit the road. Then as we make our way towards the back, since our C43 wasn't equipped with the AMG Night package, chrome accents provide a classy and upscale color contrast, especially for the rear diffuser that outlines the quad exhaust tips. But Mercedes still found a way to incorporate some gloss black trim for the final third of this sedan. Just like up front, you'll have full LED taillights for a modern appearance, but not receiving enough attention is the smoother and streamlined body lines for this generation, which keeps the C43 looking sophisticated despite its aggressive driving dynamics. The primary concern on everyone's minds is whether this generation holds a candle to the V6 offered on the outgoing model. And while 2023 does turn the page from a mechanical aspect, this sports sedan provides a driving experience that's unique and unlike anything we've seen so far in this market. And some of that can be attributed to the 48-volt mild hybrid system and the small electric motor on the turbocharger shaft. Despite 0 to 60 times coming in at 4.6 seconds, according to Mercedes Benz, the on-road performance would state otherwise, as it felt quicker under heavier accelerations. Sound-wise, the Turbo 4 still gives you the burbles of the exhaust, as Mercedes did as much as they could to replicate the roar of a 6-cylinder engine. However, we feel you'll still enjoy this sports sedan, but that will come down to personal preference. What the 2023 C43 offers is a performance-focused driving experience that's better suited for the track or winding back roads, rather than being the luxurious daily driver that this car was once known for. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2023 Mercedes Benz C43. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying a C43 or any other luxury sports sedan, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.